Greetings from the European Parliament in Strasbourg. We have just attended a plenary session and debate on the need to enforce the Digital Services Act to fight disinformation and to fight foreign interference online. There has been a lot of concern that was expressed across the political spectrum regarding the misuse and the possible consequences on the freedom of expression as a fundamental right by the enforcement of the Digital Services Act. In particular, there were members of the European Parliament who called for a revision or even an annulment of the Digital Services Act. There were grave concerns regarding the possibility of so-called shadow content banning, so the banning of content without people actually knowing why this is being banned and on what grounds and how to appeal it, and also concerns regarding the institutionalized censorship. So by that, what it was meant, it was the pressure put on companies to delete speech on the basis of possibly amounting to misinformation, disinformation, which are very vague concepts. We know as lawyers it's very difficult to define, if not impossible, to define them, and even more difficult and with grave repercussions to enforce it. There were members of the European Parliament who went so far actually to call the Digital Services Act the Digital Surveillance Act. This was a debate with no votes. There were statements from the European Commission representatives, actually the Commissioner Virkkunen and the Council of the EU representative, and they both stressed the need to further enforce the Digital Services Act. They did not fully address the concerns regarding freedom of expression and the limitations of this fundamental right. And they also stressed 2 points which are very important and rather new. One, which is a proposal of the European Commission to continue pushing and promoting the Shield for Democracy, or the Democracy Shield proposal. And the second point is the integration of the Code of Conduct of combating illegal hate speech into the Digital Services Act.